Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, situation hasn't really changed since yesterday. Our initial signal level that would have told us that a deeper pullback is unfolding never broke yesterday. Instead, Ether made another high. Our signal level was at $2,188. Because that level held, the current wave count could still extend. Okay, the current structure doesn't really change until we break below the critical level that would tell us that a deeper wave 2 pullback is unfolding and that this wave 1 has topped. Okay, so we need to see that signal first. I mentioned it in the last few days time and time again. Do not just blindly assume a pullback is starting. Do not assume this. You don't want to stand in the way of a crypto rally, okay? What we instead do is to highlight the potential risk if a pullback starts to unfold. We highlight where we need to be watching for a pullback to unfold and what we need to see to get a first indication that that pullback is starting. So at the moment, yeah, we are not even breaking below those critical levels at this stage, okay? So at the moment, that wave 1, that 5-wave move is likely still unfolding. The critical level that needs to break to tell me that this wave 1 probably has topped is $2,220. In the very short term, it seems we can still get another high as long as micro support is holding here. We've got a small, so far 3-wave move up. Micro support is at $2,300. So as long as that level is holding, it could still give us a small, tiny higher high, maybe into the $2,400 region. Below that level, we can check the 2,250 level as support. Below that level, it is going to be very likely that this low is going to break here at $2,220. But they are really just warning levels. I really need to see a break below $2,220 to have a confirmation that a top of sorts, let's call it like that a top of sorts is in place and that wave 1 has topped. That's probably when I start to assume it. Until then, I'm watching for higher prices until that signal is, the market always needs to give us signals, right? And until the market is giving me a signal that a top is in place, I have to expect further continuation because we go with the trend until the end. And I'm basically just waiting for that signal that the trend is ending. But that's the question of time frame. So if I say, okay, the trend is ending here on the 30-minute or 1-hour chart, that doesn't mean I would flip bearish. I'm only tracking bullish scenarios at the moment on the ETH chart. And this chart is bullish as long as we're holding that 1670 level down here. Yeah? There's no reason at the moment to flip bearish on ETH. That, however, tells you what the risk is in any wave 2 pullback technically. This is the support level we have to assume. Doesn't mean we go down that low. I would doubt we go down that low. But if a wave 2 unfolds, Ether typically likes the area between the 50% and the 61.8 retracement. Yeah, but pullbacks can be extremely shallow. And if ETH doesn't even if ETH doesn't develop a sizable pullback before it breaks above $2,550 roughly, then I will have to assume it's doing what basically Rune did or Solana did between when did it start? No, between September and now. So basically just an aggressive rally. Because looking at the bigger picture, let me go to the daily chart. Looking at the bigger picture, the ETH chart is in a 3rd wave rally. Okay, so pullbacks can be watched for and there can be opportunities, but don't blindly expect pullbacks in a 3rd wave rally. I can't say it more clearly. We are likely in a 3rd wave. And yeah, sometimes you get very pronounced subdivisions. This is useful for finding pullback entries, but sometimes you just don't. And sometimes they just keep going. And here above 2,530, that's the level. If we get a sustained break above that level, I will assume that we don't get a clear subdivided 3rd wave and it will instead go nearly parabolic as cryptos sometimes do, like this one. Yeah, this was also, for example, the heart of a 3rd wave rally. See how shallow those wave 2 pullbacks can be. Okay, they can be extremely shallow. So I'm just saying, I'm not predicting a deep pullback here. I'm just saying, technically in a wave 2, this is sort of the support that needs to hold to still remain focused on an uptrend. Pullbacks can be shallow in a 3rd wave. I say that again and again. And the key pivot is 2,530. If we see a sustained break above that level, I will probably stop watching for a deep wave 2 pullback, okay? But even now, I'm not blindly assuming one until the price or the chart gives me at least the first indication that a pullback is unfolding. That's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.